Oh, Endo Mills. Here's a word I can spell. Fuck and off. Those are 3 different words, buddy. Oh, it's like the fucking clip from ECW One Night Stand 05. Paul Heyman's like, I got 2 words for you. Matt frickin' Hardy. And just like, oh, Endo, you made my day. You made my day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the madness. Apologies for the late start tonight, but we are going to get things going with your Houston Texans season 6. Shit's nuts. I don't know how we're 6 seasons into this, but we very well are. And as per usual, I have simmed to week 1 of the season, and we're going to see what the boys can do and if we are a playoff caliber team. So we're going to have that super early Twitch chat prediction that'll be up for you guys to vote on while we take a rundown of the team. By the way, a beautiful $84 million in the bank. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We didn't go broke. We have broken the game a little bit, essentially. But that's because the trade system is still pretty damn well broken. And I didn't really restrict myself on a rule-heavy series, which was a huge mistake. Because, again, if I don't limit myself, I can break EA franchise modes very, 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 very quickly. Now, let's talk about this team. Because there's something. There's something up. Quarterback, Paul Devlin. He's up to an 87. He is a beautiful, handsome man. And he is our quarterback. And I love him. Backup quarterback, the recently drafted Mike Thompson. Hidden dev. He's not very good. He looks like somebody. I just can't quite put my finger on who he looks like. But, yeah. Mike Thompson. And Jacoby Brissett is our mentor. Running back-wise, Dameon Pierce is the man. We have Trevor Kirkpatrick, who we drafted. No crazy dev or anything. He's just a backup running back. And Justice Coffee. We're going to carry 4 running backs. Mentor Jamal Williams. Fullback, we elected to go with the younger and higher overall Ken Whalen. We took 2 hidden dev fullbacks in the last draft because, of course, we did. But Ken Whalen was the blackest eyes I've ever seen. He has no soul. Ken Whalen's here. Wide receiver-wise, Josh Robinson, the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. Alongside Kenny Pickett, Jeff Hyde, who, again, was drafted by the Titans. We ended up with him now. Andrew Kitchens, Matthew Edens, and Sammy Watkins. Edens was a UDFA, if I'm not mistaken. So, damn good receiver core, damn cheap receiving core. Tight end-wise, Craig Harris. But the starter will be Brendan Parks, who had the better dev pattern. Again, Harris was a little bit disappointing. You could argue, try to get him a breakout moment, but I don't know. Like I said, I still think we kind of screwed up a little bit. We might have been able to keep our godsend of a tight end, but only for 1 more season. It wasn't going to last. It wasn't going to last. It wasn't meant to be. On the O-line, Romeo Cook, fresh out of the draft. Hidden dev for him. So we got Romeo. Left guard, Terrell Williams is still here. With, star dev for him. We'll check over the dev patterns in a minute. Our center, 79 rated, Gary Drew. Right guard, Dennis Brooks, rocking an 82 at this point. Right tackle, Nick Charles, who we picked up in one of 17 bajillion trades last season. Defensive end, Eddie Goodwin and Brendan Pleasant. Defensive tackle, Shakir DiCarvalho with his brand new major deal. Yosei, thank you for the 20 months. I'm going to go see Rammstein in Montreal tomorrow. Damn. Wear some sunscreen. It's going to be a hot one. God damn. Josh Owens there as well. It's beautiful. Thank you for the resub, though. And get some sleep. God damn. We got Juan Gibson at linebacker. John Redd. Quincy Bradfield. Mick Robertson, but the starter is going to be Devin Matthews, the rookie. Has a better dev pattern. Corners, Stingley, Sellers, and Emmanuel Paca. And at safety, Tyquan Presley, alongside Harry Beckwith. Kicker, Easton Trout. Our punter, Logan Cook. So the practice squad looks like this. Antonio Hyde, elected to put him there while we try to train up the other dude. We have that new kicker, Henry Barnett, who does have a dev pattern. Again, we got a pretty good group of guys in the practice squad who might be able to develop, and if they lose their dev patterns, so be it. Devs, what's going on, by the way? So I mentioned our depth chart. You'll be able to fully see kind of what we're looking at. Nope, not the depth chart. The other depth chart. There's multiple depth charts. Oh my god, I'm hitting every wrong button. There we go. That's better. So yeah, this will allow you guys to see all of the dev patterns that we are rocking with at the moment. A lot of stars on that O-line, Parks at tight end, Whalen at fullback. So that's looking pretty good. And then defensively, it's also quite colorful with 2 X-Factor players. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm excited for this team. However, as has always been the case with your Houston Texans, where there is good, there is bad. We might have a problem. This time it's not that we might be broke. It's not that we have a million bajillion draft picks because I broke the game. Case in point, about a million bajillion draft picks. Honestly, I'm going to have to just start giving away first for first. We own like 7/10 of the second round. Our problem is that this is the final year of Paul Devlin's contract, and he has no interest in re-signing. I don't know what we're going to do. I have no idea what we're going to do. His primary interests are scheme fit, which basically means we have to fire our coach. But even then, if we do change to a scheme fit, it's not going to do much. You know? It's really not. It's really not. So, even if we fire our coach and move the team to West Virginia, I don't really see how it's going to go well. So that's a bit of a problem. Other young players of ours, for the most part, want to stay. It's just him. So we have, just in case, set up our scouts to prioritize quarterbacks for obvious reasons, just in case this goes terribly. We are fully prepared for what this could be. But we need to look at changing coaches. The easy thing to do would be to change the team scheme, but we decided long ago that I was not allowed to do that. This is why we put rules in. Unfortunately, we didn't really put too many rules in about the trades. So the question is whether or not there's actually even a coach out there that would be able to help. So theoretically, we fire Kevin Stefanski. Who was out there? I don't believe there are fifth-year options in this game. Spread offense, vertical zone run. He also wants a coach that has a good history. Oh my God, there's nobody out there. There's nobody out there right now. Fuck. Ivory, what's up? There are no coaches available at this point. Well, really quickly. Spread in the 3-4, Tampa 2. What if we hire Brandon Starks? Temporarily. Brock, we're playing as an owner, so it doesn't happen that way, as far as I know. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's hit back on that. Go over to manage roster, re-sign players. Didn't do a goddamn thing. It didn't do a goddamn thing. Oh, he hates the spread offense even more. And hates the fact that our head coach is brand new. We're going to have to franchise tag him at the end of the season. And then hope that we can correct the issues that he has with the team. That's all we got. So, Kevin, come on down. You're back. And we'll see what happens. This might very well be our final season with our current franchise quarterback. It might be. It might be. So we will see what happens, but that is our biggest focus this season. Is what the hell happens with Paul Devlin. Because losing him would set us back pretty damn far. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know if I could change shits and gigs scheme. So West Coast zone run was what it was. What about the air raid? Which doesn't fit us at all. If we were to switch to the air raid, would he be happier? I am hitting all the wrong buttons. We do have a quarterback, but he's a 64 overall. That's not exactly the type of guy to replace him. Okay. Does he not care about the air raid offense either? What the hell does he view as his best scheme fit? Jesus. I mean, we had a run-heavy one, so you would think he'd want something that was a bit more offensive-focused. I think I'm making a dumb mistake. Hold on. He is a field general by default, is he not? So it's literally not like a player preference. I think I know what I have to do. So he has a strong arm set up. So yeah, run and shoot won't work either. His archetype is currently strong arm. Again, I don't even know if we can save him at this point. So vertical power run. In theory, would this help us keep him? In theory. Yeah, you know, if it's that easy to actually be able to negotiate with him, we'll probably just do that. If it came down to the franchise quarterback, I would just go ahead and tell Kevin Stefanski, you're changing shit. Or, IRL, I could tell Paul Devlin, I will bring in a coach that suits your style. So, we will fire Kevin Stefanski at the end of the year. And bring in a quarterback that fits or a coach that fits the strong arm style. One of the strong arm styles. So we are going to definitely choose Devlin over the coach.
For you.
Jay Rich, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay. So for this season, honestly, defensively, it didn't even look like we had to change anything. For this reason, we will switch that offensive style. And in week 3, we should be able to renegotiate with Devlin. So, unless it's a playoff game at this point, I don't think we're going to go week by week. I do like to do that, but for the sake of time, for the sake of time, we will just we'll just go ahead. Just go ahead and sim, right? We'll just go ahead. Mainly because I honestly can't care about anything until we know that Devlin's not leaving. As we kick the ever-loving hell out of New Orleans 43-10. And honestly, we already tend to do better from this menu anyway, as opposed to going in depth. So it's kind of perfect. It is kind of perfect. Alright. Everything there is looking good. I don't know if an OC would be enough to have him change his mind. But yeah, we should be able to save up enough money that we'll be okay. Should be able to. I am going to say I'm very tempted to trade first-round picks back to where they came from, because otherwise I'm just going to be in this endless cycle of acquiring way too many goddamn draft picks. Because, again, we broke the game, as you do if you trade a bunch of people like Derwin James and company. So we'll see what happens. I might have a nice little lottery for all of those draft picks that we have, just so we can kind of get back to a normal standpoint. John Red. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we still can't negotiate this week. Let's go to week number 2. We're on the road in Tampa. And we win 35-14. Beautiful. Beautiful. Worth noting as well, for a road game, we did lose $1 million because the player salaries jumped up a little bit. But honestly, losing $1 million's not brutal. It's not brutal. Compared to like losing $3 million every week last season. So let's do the regional scouting focus really quickly. And we will still, well, here we are going to focus on running backs. But for the most part, we will still focus on QBs. Ooh, we could focus on corners there, though. Especially if we lose Sellers. Let's focus on corners there. And then southeast. Focus on safeties. There we go. So, I mean, there will still be a quarterback focus. The national focus is still going to be quarterbacks as well, just in case. But we're not looking that bad. We're not looking that bad. So, Paul Devlin. That is a buttload of money. That is a buttload of money. We'd have him signed until age 29. Negotiate and turn the scheme back, right? I mean, no matter what, it's going to be a shitload of money. But the only thing I like is the 7-year deal. But let's see what happens. We'll just go for that base offer. Paul Devlin, are you willing to re-sign here in Houston? It drops our funds down from $90 million to $46.5. But Paul Devlin will be staying as the quarterback of your Houston Texans. And again, to keep it fair, we will fire Kevin Stefanski at the end of the year. That'll be the trade-off. So honestly, fuck it. Let's just, well, here. What was the, it was multiple zone run, wasn't it? No, it was vertical zone run. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what the hell it was. West Coast zone run, I think is what it was. So yeah, Kevin Stefanski, he will be fired at the end of the year as a make good for Paul Devlin re-signing. That will be the deal. So, Kevin, I don't care if you win a Super Bowl this year. You're getting fired. We'll Barry Trotz your ass. We will Barry Trotz your ass. What did we re-sign Devlin for? He is now the exclusive owner of 1 kidney, 1 lung, my 2 firstborn children, the entirety of the National Bank of Switzerland. I think that covers it all. I think that does. So quarterback-wise, we are okay. And 1 bag of chips. There you go. We didn't make that deal for a tight end. We could have just done the same thing for a tight end. It feels kind of cheap that we just did that for a quarterback. But at the same time, no one's doing that type of move for a tight end. But that type of deal right there to say we're going to fire our coach to keep our star quarterback happy, that does happen. So again, we will fire Stefanski at the end of the year just because there's literally nothing out there right now. So you could argue we should have to take on a shit head coach that was there, but I'm just going to fire that head coach at the end of the year if we do that. So why bother? Why bother? What did I just miss? We just re-signed a certain star quarterback for 5 years and every goddamn dollar in the city of Houston. Like a $50 million bonus or some shit like that. It's kind of crazy. Get Urban Meyer as your head coach. I wish I could. He'd at least know where all the good clubs are, right? Alright. Brendan Parks. Tight end gets a little bit better. Like the Nelly Band-Aid. And Paul Devlin, fresh off of that new contract, goes up to an 88 rated overall. 88 rated overall. I don't even know what the hell I said, but there you go. I did, Jace. I did. We got some road games to kick things off. Sellers still looking at a lot of different trade offers. Let's send this game against Jacksonville. They've given us some trouble over the years. And they still give us trouble. How is it always Jacksonville? Trevor Lawrence just has our number. Trevor Lawrence just has our number. As frustrating as that is. As frustrating as that is. Alright. Jags always sim well in Madden, apparently. And especially against us. Shakir DiCarvalho. Glad we held on to him, expensive as he was. He's a beautiful man. He's only 25 as well. Damian Pierce. Up to an 84, which is nuts. We really never should have brought in Cam Akers. Harold Beckwith. Beautiful. Juan Gibson. Yeah, I think we will probably just kind of raffle off the abundance of first-round picks I have, or just send them back to teams, because, again, it's just... We broke the game with those trades. We really did. We really did. Josh Robinson. Looking even better. 92 rated. Dimma, what's happening? The fact Robinson hasn't gone X Factor yet is ridiculous. Infinite Belichick. Yeah, are we still too broke to draft? Depends on how much money we make for the rest of the season, because we do have some other free agents coming up that it could be a little bit problematic to re-sign more than one other dude. We end up beating the Indianapolis Colts, which is good. So yeah, like Easton Trout's deal is up. The big one will be Derek Sellers. I think we're going to move on from him. Dennis Brooks is going to be expensive. Goodwin. Terrell Williams. So yeah, it's going to get a little bit pricey. It's kind of dumb to sign a kicker, but it's Easton Trout. So he takes us down below $40 million. So that's, it's going to be interesting, is the best way to sum it up. It's going to be interesting to see if we're able to draft again this year. Best Trout in sports, you know it. You know it. Again, I wish it was just a template button I could hit to do that. We are going to save up our staff points until we get a new head coach next year, too. So, but yeah, we have to save up a whole bunch of money. Let's see, Quincy Bradfield, not bad. Connor, what's up? You're late. I started the stream late, so you're fine. You are fine. Make Ken Whalen better. Trade multiple first-round picks for higher first-round picks. The problem is we don't have the money to pay those first-round picks. It'll bankrupt our team. That is the issue. So I am likely to hand a bunch of first and seconds right back to the teams that they actually belong to. Because otherwise, just every single year... Oh my god, my nose. Every single year, we're just going to be stuck in this loop of having to trade down 17 times a month. 17 times a draft to make it work. We shall sim against the Patriots. And win. Only time I'm happy to see the Pats lose. We're 4-1. Don't look now. I think it's the best start we've ever had to a season. I do think it's the best draft. The best start that we've ever had. Draft-wise, I mean... Yeah, basically what the last draft looked like is what every draft will look like now. Unless I just get rid of these picks. So. In week 6 at home against Tennessee. We need to make a whole bunch of money on these home games as well. Or yeah, free agency and no first... Free agency won't happen. And the first round of the draft will be off limits too. 4-1, time to trade away the team. I agree. They're doing far too good. Far too good. That said, draft to glory-wise, it's going to be a little bit interesting how that plays out. I am still planning on doing one of those once we reach our natural conclusion here with the Texans. Let's see, Devin Matthews. Hopefully he keeps developing. Man's got a 5 head. Mike Thompson at quarterback. He's getting better. Natural or forced by EA, pretty much. But yeah, we'll have some interesting choices to make there about what I'm allowed to do to keep the people we draft. Or if they, or if we just say if people want to leave, they leave. Which would be heartbreaking. But I feel like this game above any other in terms of doing like a hard mode draft to glory certainly presents that challenge. Let's sim against the 2-3 Tennessee Titans. And we lose by 6. Alright, so 4-2. It's not amazing. It's not amazing. Sellers, we know he's gone at the end of the year. I am pretty much committed to keeping him on the team for the rest of the year to make us better. And then we're going to let him go. Like, we're literally just going to let that dude walk to free agency. Because, again, what the hell are we going to do? Trade for draft picks? I literally already have too many draft picks. So, you know. Alright. I nearly broke my right foot with soup cans today. So I'm guessing you dropped something on your foot. That's my guess. Alright, Presley. I love that there's a safety named Presley. He ends up shut down, recuperation, and persistent. Beautiful. I dropped 5 pounds of can. Jesus. Can you sell players for money? No, you cannot. Just get to what's happening. Yeah, trust me, if I could go full Wayne Gretzky and sell someone for $20 million, I would. As opposed to the other version of full Wayne Gretzky, which is getting sued by my business partner that I was trying to grift people out of their money with. But Cody, what's happening? Alright. Trade deadline's next week. Let's go ahead, sim this game against the Colts, and see where we stand. Lost to the Colts as well, so 4-3. We are going to have a breakout moment for a wideout. Okay. Well, there is something we have to do. It's time to be nice. It is time to be nice. I don't think I have the hat in here. I'm trying to remember where it is. I don't remember. Oh, it is in here. Perfect. 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 All right. Old Santa Toog is back again. And it is time to, you know, really partake in the gift of giving. The gift of... yeah, I can't make these picks. I cannot make these picks. So let's go ahead and see who the worst teams in the leagues are. In the leagues? There's multiple leagues. Let's see who the worst team in the league is. And we will start gifting out draft picks that I can't make anyway. Holy shit, Detroit's good. So let's see. Minnesota sucks. Miami sucks. The New York Jets suck. Well, we knew that. The Bills are terrible. The Saints are terrible. The Niners are terrible. The Panthers are terrible. The Chargers are terrible. And the Patriots are terrible. Beautiful. And we also have $69 million in funds. How lovely. So, if I had to guess, fund-wise, after we're done re-signing people, again, I am not going to be able to partake in the first round. So, let's go ahead here. Let's see, we had 3, 6, 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. We're not going to be able to partake in the first round. So, Minnesota, you're fucking trash. Here, let's go ahead and give you a draft pick for nothing. You can give me a nice, shiny 5th round pick. Thank you very much, Minnesota. Pleasure doing business with you. Merry Christmas. The Miami Dolphins. The greatest football team. Or whatever the fuck that meme song was. Miami. You can go ahead and give me a 5th round pick, partner. There you go. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. The New York Jets. The New York Jetskis. You go ahead. You go right ahead. Give me that 5th round pick. There you go. Done deal. Well done. Buffalo. Buffalo. Thank you for the 5th round pick. Buffalo. Beautiful. Nolans. Better not be saying Nolans to my offer here. You go right ahead. You take that 1st round pick because I can't use it anyway, and there's no point in trading for value because we need to save money. 3rd and 4th rounders are expensive if we were to have that many. That's why it's a 5th rounder. San Francisco. 5th round pick. 23rd overall. There you go, San Fran. Next up, Carolina. Carolina Panthers. Carolina. They don't have shit for draft picks because I think they traded them all to me. There you go, Carolina. That brings up the Chargers. Play the clip of Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, "Go Chargers." I can't do an Austrian accent. I apologize. There you go. I don't want that pick either. I won't be able to use it. Beautiful. And last but not least, to my boys, the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots. We have 17 bajillion seconds. So here you go. Have 3 second round picks for a 5th. Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Enjoy dem picks. Enjoy it. And with that, we still have a crap load of seconds, a couple of 3rds, now a crap load of 5ths. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Christmas is over. Christmas is over. We don't have any first-round picks because we're not going to be able to afford the goddamn thing. But there we go. We spread the wealth. It's the season of giving. A season of joy and celebration. And a season of trying to avoid bankrupting my franchise.